The established communities in Gauteng will tell you that as much as they welcome the talk about township economy, they wonder why not much effort is made to open the industrial areas that exist in specifically the townships. One thinks here of Hammanskraal, Babelegi, right?
Yeah.
Which has got an established industrial area, but not much seems to be happening there. What makes it difficult for the government to come up with incentives to encourage the locals or small business people, producers, manufacturers to operate at these industrial sites?
Yeah, but Tim, some of these issues are the issues of where we come from in terms of historical happenings, and I'll touch on that briefly. But I think in 2014-15, the province came up with a township economic development plan, which we call TR, a Township Economic Revitalization. That strategy is aimed at doing exactly that. But in implementing that plan, we've realized that we need to do better in terms of regulatory environment, making sure that township businesses are able to operate without any blockages in terms of making that business more efficient. And Pratim, you can imagine, because Gauteng is so small that you drive 60 km, you are in another municipality, and sometimes you are even outside the province. Our municipalities have got different standards in terms of their regulatory environment. So you find that you are just 3 km, 4 km away from the border of another municipality. Different regulatory regime applies. So what the province did now, we came up, I'm sure you heard about what you call a Township Economic Development Act. That act is there just to make sure that we improve the ease of doing business. If you get approval in the city of Johannesburg with the same paperwork, you should be able to get approval in any other municipality in Gauteng. So we're going to make business in township easy to operate so that any person can come there to operate. So one of the problems with the Babele, for example, there are a lot of and people will be surprised because you give example of Babele, you won't believe that Babele belongs to a Northwest, and so the province is working with Northwest, is working with the Department of Trade and Industry to make sure that irrespective of who is owning this part.
Yeah, but you know, Tate Moholwa, the thing is, for ordinary business operators, right, they may not understand or appreciate the problems of bureaucracy, right? Let's look at it from the Gauteng government's point of view. When you talk about township economy to somebody who's, let's say, in Soweto, what is it that they need to understand? What support do they get from the government? And what incentives do you have to make sure that more people go into business or establish their businesses knowing that they will enjoy some support of sorts, whether it be through the incentives that I've referred to, or it be with opportunities of doing business with government?
Yeah, before we even get into incentive teams, we made, if you look at our recovery plan, the first component of that is to make sure that our SMMEs get funding, because funding is critical. Of course, we also provide grants, but there's funding from provincial agencies, the Department of Economic Development, the provincial agencies are also working with national agencies like CIFA to make sure that all SMMEs based in Gauteng are assisted to access funding. But we've also recognized that 14-15% of the success of a business depend on funding. More than 80% is dependent on what we call business development support, which we are also making sure that when we fund you as government through our entities, we look at the whole value chain of your business, making sure that all other aspects of your business are in place so that you are able to produce whatever you want to produce and the product of specific quality. But we don't even stop there. If you have listened to the State of Province address, Premier talked about 4 billion procurement budget that need to specifically go to small businesses. So we are saying that as a first buyer, government should come on board in terms of make sure that we also assist our small businesses to have market access. You may have funding, have all support, get your products, but if you can't sell them, you've got no business. So it's the duty of government, in the interest of small enterprise development, to make sure that our SMEs are able to access market.